Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review for the Patrick Swayze Marathon. And this time I'm talking about Black Dog. Now, Black Dog came out and really did nothing. Sad to say, it was a box office flop. It's from Kevin Hooks, who is the director of Passenger 57. And what's funny is that both films, they're very short. They're pretty fast-paced. And I wonder if the director just likes making very short movies. Because Passenger 57 feels like, isn't it like an hour and 15, hour and 17 minutes? It seems like it. This one's an hour and 29 minutes. That's with the end credits. But hey, I'm not complaining. Better than a overlong movie. But Black Dog is the story of Jack Cruz, which is a nice name for a hero. And I mean that in a serious manner. I like that, Jack Cruz, Patrick Swayze's character. He's been out of jail. He's with his wife and his daughter. He works as a mechanic. What happened in his past was that he, late at night in the rain, he was driving, he was tired, and he saw what he thought was a black dog in the road, hence the title. He swerved and he accidentally killed two people. Vehicular manslaughter. So he got jail time. Now he's out of prison, but he doesn't have a license. He can't drive a truck anymore. And then he works as a mechanic. He's offered this job to drive for like $10,000, but he's like, I can't do it because of what happened. When he gets home, he finds out that his house is going to be under foreclosure. So he decides to take the job. And grows up, meets Loaf. Yes, the singer Loaf. And who does fine in the role? I mean, he's not our main villain. He's sort of our henchman villain. And yeah, it's cliche that they have him spouting Bible passages, Bible scriptures, but Loaf still pulled it off well. So he tells him what to do. Patrick Swayze gets the rig, the truck. Randy Travis rides with him. And I like Randy Travis. I mean, he's known as a country western singer. But when he's active, whether it be the bit role he had in Fire Down Below or in this movie, he does fine. I liked him. In fact, one of the problems I have with the film is I wish Randy Travis did more. I wish he had more to contribute. At least, you know, shooting some people, or there's, I think, like one guy shoots at the end. But I mean, I just wish he was given more to do. I like that they kind of poke fun at himself because the character is a songwriter, but when he sings horribly. So they're poking fun at Randy Travis's image. That was pretty neat. I enjoyed that. But also they have two people following them in a car to help them out on their journey. And then throughout the film, they keep getting, people keep trying to hijack Patrick Swayze's ride. And come to find out, there's actually artillery and illegal guns in there. And of course, the bad guys get his wife and kids, so he has to finish the job. The FBI are looking into it. Charles S. Dutton is one of the FBI agents. You see him from time to time in the movie. As well as Stephen Tobolowsky, who I believe he was a guy in Groundhog Day, Ned, where Bill Murray's like, Ned, and knocks him out. He's also one of the agents. And him and Charles Dutton, I mean, you didn't really need them in the movie, but you know, okay, they're fine for what they are. The action scenes, the vehicular sequences are very well done. I mean, this is 1998, and studios, production companies, they were going more and more into digital. But movies like this shows why practical, in my opinion, is better, because it still holds up. I mean, you look at CGI from back in the 90s, some of them don't really hold up well. I love Mortal Kombat from 1995, but the CGI in that does not hold up. But then you look at the practical stunt sequences, action set pieces, they still hold up to this day. And it's over 20 years since then. And you have people on motorcycles getting fucked up. You have semi-trucks with, one of those semis that have a bunch of cars on the back, toppling over ridges and cliffs. You have Swayze outmaneuvering these bad guys, pushing one so that its trailer swerves and flips over, making one like topple and hit through a mobile home. Like some other truck was tearing like a trailer, a mobile home, and makes the bad guy truck crash through it. Makes one crash through a gas station and to these pumps and blows it up. Good explosions, good practical action, vehicular destruction, mayhem, and kudos to the stuntmen, the drivers for pulling that stuff off. And it holds up well. Again, the movie goes at a good pace. Very short film. Swayze does another solid job. I do wish he would have done more action films. I mean, he did a couple: Red Dawn, Roadhouse, Steel Dawn. You could say, and Next of Kin has some action in it, but only a handful. And it's one of those things where I just, selfish reasons, I would love to have seen more in this kind of film. And now that I think about it, this might have been the last big film that he starred in. Because after this, he either did bit roles in Donnie Darko, supporting roles in films like Waking Up in Reno, or his last film Powder Blue, where he's in it for like 5 minutes. Or if he got to star in something, it was for Hallmark, that thing called Icon. Or direct-to-video films like Letters from a Killer. But nothing really, it's almost as if this was his last chance for big studio success. And since this film didn't do well, I don't know if he decided not to do it anymore, or the studio said, nope, Swayze's not a marketable guy anymore. But yeah, now I think about it, this is the last big film he did. Budget wise, going to theaters nationwide, being the star of it. And it's sad because it's a good, fun, straightforward movie. Like I said, I do have issues with it. Well, maybe I didn't say that before, but I'm saying it now. I do have issues with it. The finale, well, the almost finale, where Swayze tries to save his wife on this ship that's parked at the docks. Really uneventful action scene. There's really nothing to that sequence. Pretty much, he tells Randy Travis to dump this boxes with guns in it. The FBI gets there. There's some shootout between the FBI and the bad guys. Swayze beats up a handful, including our main bad guy. Randy Travis, I think he shoots one guy, then he gets shot. Doesn't die, but he gets shot. But there's really nothing to that sequence. It's very uneventful. Definitely nothing like the stuff we had seen before. The vehicular action were definitely much more memorable set pieces than this. And it's almost as if the movie knew that, because as soon as you think the movie's over, it gives you one more action scene, which is better than the previous one. And that's when Loaf comes back into the movie and chases Swayze and his family. They're both in semi-trucks. and they're both like bouncing off each other, going through this warehouse, and then Meatloaf like crashes through and flips his truck over, which slides into the path of an incoming train. And that was definitely a better action scene than the scene at the docks. Again, it's almost as if the movie said, fuck that way, ended it that way. We'll end it this way, which is a better way. But I would like to have seen that scene in the docks be bigger. Maybe have Swayze tip more ass. Maybe have Randy Travis tip more ass. You know, something. I would like to have seen Randy Travis do more. Like, maybe it seemed like he... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, more of a purpose that he's there. Like, I'm glad he's in the movie. I liked him. I liked the character. But when it's all said and done, there's really not a big purpose to the character for being there, because he doesn't really accomplish much of anything. I mean, even then, it's like he's told to drop some stuff into the water. Hell, Swayze could have done that himself, being in the damn thing. Like, you better do it, I'll drop it. But anyway, other than that stuff, they're just nitpicks. This is still a fun, straightforward popcorn movie. The only way to stay alive is to keep moving. Not much for features, just some production notes in the trailer. It's funny, when you watch the trailer, the first music you hear in the trailer is from Hard Target. And of course, both were Universal movies. But if you watch the trailer of The Black Dog, you hear the that's from Hard Target. You know, this right there. So, thought that was kind of a fun little thing. But yeah, Kevin Hooks, he didn't really do much for bigger movies after this, just because it was a bomb. Patrick Swayze seemed he just went more straight to video. I'm not sure how many acting roles Randy Travis got after this. I mean, again, this film was a box office flop, so yeah, a lot of these people didn't do much bigger stuff, sadly, after this. But it's if you like 90s action, fun popcorn movies, it's definitely worth a watch. For Swayze giving a good performance, straightforward performance. Meatloaf having some fun with his role. Same with Randy Travis. You know, some nice, solid, competent, vehicular action set pieces. And, you know, 80-some minutes, you're done, gone, you ate your popcorn, and enjoy the rest of your day. So, definitely Black Dog is worth a look. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay tuned for another Patrick Swayze review later.